Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about air. So, air is a natural resources. Air is present all around us. As we breathe in we breathe in oxygen that is present in the air. Okay, so air is very important thing which is very important for the sustenance of all living organism in the earth. Okay, so earth is surrounded by layers of air that is called atmosphere. So what is meant by atmosphere? Earth is surrounded by layers of air that is called atmosphere, and this atmosphere is held by the gravitational force of the earth. So air is a mixture of gases. So it is very essential for sustaining the life of animals and plants. Air is not visible to our naked eye, but its presence can be felt by us. Now we can see importance of atmosphere. So atmosphere, we know it is the layers of air which is covering the earth. Yes. So what are the importance of atmosphere? It helps in maintaining the right temperature which is necessary for living things to survive on the earth. So for the survival of living things, it's very important to maintain the right temperature. Okay, so atmosphere helps in maintaining the right temperature for living things to survive on the earth. Then atmosphere protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. You know, from the sun there is an emission of harmful ultraviolet rays which cause skin cancer and another other different types of disease in human being. So atmosphere protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Not only that, atmosphere prevents most meteors from hitting the surface of the earth. So meteors means lumps of rock particles which will hit the surface of the earth. So atmosphere will prevent these meteors which is hitting the surface of the earth. Atmosphere extend up to about 1,000 km above the earth's surface. So from the earth's surface the atmosphere is in the height of 1,000 km. Above the earth's surface it is extend about 1,000 km. Now there are 5 layers of atmosphere. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Okay, so there are 5 layers of atmosphere. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Means troposphere is the first layer above the earth's surface which extend up to 8 to 12 kilometer. This layer has the air which is needed for living organism to survive. Then wind and clouds are also formed in this layer, and changes in the weather also occurs in this layer only, troposphere. So it is the first layer which is present above the earth's surface. Next, second layer is stratosphere, which extend up to 50 kilometer. Many jet planes fly in this layer, and the ozone layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun that can cause skin cancer. Okay, so stratosphere is the layer which is preventing the UV rays which is directly emitted from the sun, and it will prevent the direct fall of UV rays into the earth. Next layer is mesosphere. This layer is the third layer which extend up to 90 kilometer. In this layer, many meteorites entering the Earth's atmosphere will burn out and do not reach the Earth's surface. Then, fourth layer is the thermosphere. Thermosphere is the fourth layer. It extends up to 380 km. Space shuttles move in this layer. Then exosphere, that is the fifth layer, in this which extend beyond 500 kilometer. Okay, that is the last layer. So these are the 5 layers of the atmosphere. Troposphere is the first layer, stratosphere is the second layer, third mesosphere, fourth layer is thermosphere, fifth layer is exosphere. Understood, children? Now we will see about composition of air. So air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, noble gases and dust particles. So air is a mixture of gases which contain 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and 0.4% of carbon dioxide, and remaining part of the air contains water vapor, noble gas like argon and dust particles also. Okay, so this is about the composition of air. So air is a mixture of gas which contain nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, noble gases and dust particles. Next we can see about characteristics of air. What are the characters of air? First one is air has weight. So air has weight, but we do not notice the weight of the air. Let us understand it by doing the activity. So in this activity we are going to show that air has weight. So for this, blow air into 2 identical balloons. You can see in the picture here, you can see the balloons which is blown with air. Tie these 2 balloons at the 2 end of the wooden stick. Okay, it has to be tied at the 2 end of the wooden stick. Then hang the stick to a fixed support by tying another piece of thread in its center. Okay, now prick one of the balloon. Now just you prick the one of the balloon and let the air escape from it. So as the air escape, the stick tilt towards one side. Okay, the side which has inflated balloon. Okay, so the balloon which is pricked, it will lose the air, so lost its weights, and that's why the stick will be tilted towards the side which has a inflated balloon. This shows that air has weight. So first property of air is what? Air has weight. Next property of air is air exert pressure. We have just learned that air has weight. Anything which has weight, it will exert a pressure. Okay, so thus air also exerts a pressure. Air exerts pressure in all direction. This can be understood by doing the following activity. So to show the air exert pressure, you have to take a glass tumbler, fill it with the water up to its brim. Okay, now cover the mouth of the glass tumbler with the stiff cardboard. So we have to see that there are no air bubbles in the water. Now press the cardboard with one hand. You should press the cardboard with one hand and turn the glass tumbler upside down. Okay, just you have to turn the glass tumbler to the upside down. Remove your hand gently from the cardboard. Okay, so what we can observe? We will observe that the cardboard and the water do not fall. Okay, if we are removing the hand from it also, the cardboard will not remove from the water. It will not fall. This happens because air pushes up the cardboard from below. Okay, so outside air it is pushing the cardboard from below with a force greater than that of weight of the water. Okay, this shows that air exerts a pressure in upward direction. Due to the upward pressure exerted by the air, the cardboard will not fall, and the water also will not fall from the water. From the glass. Understood, children? So, from this activity, we can say that air exerts a pressure. Now, next property of air is air occupies space. So, for that also we can explain it with the help of activity. Our aim is to show that air occupies space. Okay. For this, take a tub full of water. Then take a transparent, empty, soft plastic glass or bottle and turn it upside down. Put it inside the tub containing water. Okay, so water will not enter the bottle. Now tilt the bottle slightly and press it. We can observe that air bubbles will come out and water will enter the bottle. This happened because the bottle which appeared to be empty has air in it. So the air bubbles coming out of the bottle show that air has escaped and the glass has no longer completely filled with the air. This shows that air occupies space. Now next property of air is air carries sound. So the air carries sound vibrations. We can listen to music or hear our friend's voice because of air. So air which will act as a medium to carry the sound vibration. Then air is needed for burning. This also, so oxygen gas present in the air helps in burning. This can be understood by the following activity. So we can see the activity which shows that air is needed for burning. So for burning, oxygen gas is needed. So oxygen gas present in the air helps in burning. Okay. So for this, fix handle on a table and light them. Okay. You will observe that they keep burning. Now invert glass tumbler over one of the candle. So you can observe that candle which is covered with glass tumbler stops burning because there is no oxygen left in it. And if we are not covering it with the inverted gas jar, due to the presence of oxygen it will burn. But once it is covered with the gas jar, it stops burning because of the absence of oxygen in it. Understood? This shows that oxygen is necessary for burning. Now uses of air. So air is needed for breathing. It can be used to inflate balloons, footballs, tires of vehicles. Then moving air helps boat to sail. Then wet clothes dry in air. Then moving air turns the blades of windmill to draw out underground water and to generate electricity. So windmill, you know, no? So to turn the blades of windmill, we are using the moving air which help to draw out the underground water or to produce electricity. And birds and kites fly in the sky with the support of air. So these are the uses of air. Now we can see air pollution. What is meant by air pollution? Air is polluted by smoke which is released by factories, automobiles, and banning of substance and crackers. Okay, so sometimes this air, most of the time air is polluted by the smoke which is released by factories, automobiles, and banning of substance and crackers. Okay, so mixing chemicals, dust particles, microorganisms which are harmful to man and other organisms into air is called air pollution. Okay, so mixing chemical and dust particles, microorganisms which are harmful to man and other organisms into air is called air pollution. So what is mean by air pollution? Mixing up of chemicals, dust particles, microorganisms which are harmful to man and other organism into air is called air pollution. Now we can see effects of air pollution. So air pollution cause series of health issues like heart disease, cancer, breathing problems like asthma. Then it also affect growth of plants and their yield. So now measures to prevent air pollution. So how we can prevent the air pollution? By preventing the mixing up of chemical waste which is discharged by factories with air. That is smoke released by the factories which contain the chemicals. It will mix with the air and cause air pollution. So we should prevent the mixing up of chemical waste which is discharged by the factories with air. Next thing is installing tall chimneys in factories. So smoke can be released at a high altitude which will prevent the air pollution in our surrounding. So installing tall chimneys. Then using gaseous fuel instead of coal, petrol and diesel. So instead of coal, petrol and diesel we can use gaseous fuel which also prevent air pollution. Then designing emission control system which will prevent the air pollution. Then you can use public transport. So if we are individually traveling in our own vehicles, it will emit lot of polluted gas into the atmosphere which cause air pollution. So instead of using own vehicle we can use public transport. Then using alternative energy source like solar energy, hydroelectric power and wind power. Then avoiding burning of substance near civilian areas. That means near the people living areas we should avoid the burning of substance which will prevent the air pollution. So these are some of the method by which we can avoid the air pollution, which we can avoid, by which we can prevent the air pollution. So I hope that you all understand, children. So you have any doubt means you can ask. Thank you.